could you imagine having this bad boy on the back of this shit? Yo, this shit would look crazy. I really want to do it, yo. But I really would have to do some crazy customization to the swing arm to make this even friggin' fit. Yeah, man. Sometimes I wish I was some type of fabricator or something. But, yeah. These were originally from my Ruckus. I mean, they have kits to fit 12x6 and 12x7. So what I was going to do is I was going to get a 12x6 wheel. And, you know, put it on there. Do the front and rear. That shit will look crazy. But yeah, it looks good though. What's going on, guys? Alright, so I got a 2015 Honda Grom. Just picked it up about 2 weeks ago. And I already started to modify it. So, I'm going to show you what I have in store. Alright, so what I did so far is I installed the NCY Ruckus forks with the Composimo Ruckus fork adapters. You can get it from Composimo.com. Fits perfect. I also have the Composimo LED, triple LED with the bracket. Well, I don't have the triple, I only have the dual right now, but I will have the third one. And these things are fucking overkill. See, look. These LEDs are crazy bright. It can light up a whole backyard if it wants to. The only thing with those is that it will kill your battery, so I would recommend to get an AC to DC rectifier. That way it doesn't kill the battery. And with these Ruckus forks that I have, they're the NCY standard, so they're not the slammed ones. They're the ones that's like semi-low. So they're not like crazy low where you're like, you know, you barely can maneuver. So they do have a lot of travel in them. And it looks really good so far. And like I said, I have the 2015. But I will be kind of going for the slammed look. I do have the 6.5 Composimo rear drop link, which goes back here. So it will connect to this back piece back here. And then that would allow it to go lower. And the only way you can do that is if you extend the rear, which is from here. So I also ordered the Composimo it's 4 to 6 inch stretch. So that should be on its way by the end of this week. So I'll put that in the vlog afterwards. So it'll be extended out to here. That way the wheel won't be in the way of this. So it has to be stretched in order to fit the Composimo rear link, no matter what drop you get. So like I said, this is my 2015 Honda Grom. I still have a lot more in stock for it. Right now, I'm having a little bit of issues with it. If you didn't know, Honda did do a recall on the Honda Groms for their fuel pump. So what it's doing right now, which I can show you guys, just give me 1 second. So like I was saying, what it's doing right now, it's starting up, but it starts to stall out. So it's not getting, you see? So it's like the fuel pump is not pushing enough gas into the engine to keep it running. So it stalls out after a little while. It's not even really idling, it's just dropping. So for those of you who are having this problem, the Honda Grom does have a recall on that fuel pump. So if you live next to like a Honda Motorsport or a Honda Powersport, wherever you are, or whatever it's called, you should check in and ask. Even if it's not giving problems, it probably will give problems later down the line. So I would just get it done and get it out the way before everyone else goes. So me, I was one of the lucky ones. I caught on to it quick, and mine should be in by the end of this week or maybe the end of next week. And then they said that it takes like an hour to do. I mean, I can do it myself. It's not that hard. Just pull this up and it's good. So the bike only has, let it focus, 430 miles on it. So I found it kind of weird, you know, that it was giving problems like that. For it to only have 430 miles, I mean, that's basically brand new. It's not even broken in yet, and it's already giving these problems. So I took it to Honda on a Monday, and they told me that they would get it, you know, all set up and ready for me to go. So like I was showing you guys before, the LED light is really bright. It's really nice, and For most people who don't know, you can run the stock headlights with these, but I kind of like the LED lights just for the simple fact it's really bright. So it's a lot easier to see at night. And on top of that, you get to see here, because I'm just going to show you a demonstration of how much lower and shorter this fork is. Okay, so if you can see fully on the camera, that's how much shorter it is. So you're going to have a really big drop, like I would say about to 2 to 3 inches of a drop. Now, my next mod that I want to do is get the handlebars done. So I basically have everything else that I need. I just need to redo the handlebars. So I'm probably going to either go with a Composimo lower handlebar, or the racer. I think it's like some type of racer handlebar, and it's more of like a motorcycle style. So I mean, I like that. I don't really care for the tall handlebars. I want it to be more of a low profile. Right now I'm in the middle of doing polish. So I already started polishing the left side of my bike. So you can tell it's mirror basically. That's mirror. Now let it focus. Okay, so it's basically mirror. And then on this side, I have to finish, so it's not mirror. It still has a dull look to it. So in order for you to do that, the steps that I took, I used the 320 first, which is this. Then I went to, where's the 400? I went to 400 grit. Okay, 400. And then I went to 600. I don't know where I did with my 600 grit. It's somewhere in here. Okay. Is that 6? No, that's 1,000. So I went 320, 400, 600, and then I did 1,000 grit. And then when I used 1,000 grit, I mean, everyone has their own style of doing things. I use the polishing compound. Okay, I like to use turtle wax. I use turtle wax for basically everything. Turtle wax for my car, and I just like their brand in general, so I use their polishing compound. And then when I'm done, like getting everything off, I use the Magnum aluminum polish with this kind of jersey material, or jean material I would say, to buffer everything out. Okay? And once you do that, you'll get basically this finish. I mean, it's not gonna obviously show too well, but you can obviously see that it's polished. Okay? Alright guys, let's start this fucking headache. So like I said, what I like to normally do, just put a little bit of compound on it. Just to help it get all that stuff off the surface. Like I said, I mean, everyone does their things differently. But I mean, I do the same thing. And this is what I've been doing for the whole time. And for any other thing that I polish, and I get the same results. So like I said, everyone has their own style of doing things. I like to do mine this way, so. If you guys have a certain way that you like to do it, don't be afraid to let me know. You know, I'm always open to new things. But yeah. And you want to always make sure, like, you get, you know, the wet sand dry paper one. So you wet it, and you get the sand. This is the part that I hate the most. So what the objective is just to, you know, get all that first layer off, and make sure that, you know, you pick up any dirt or whatever that's on it to help it clean up faster. and this is 320 grit. So like I said, I start off with 320, then I move my way up to 400, then I move my way up to 600, then I finish it off with 1,000. So I go through it just like that. And you know, sometimes I mix it up, like I'll do the 320, go to 400, go back to 320, just to make sure that I got everything up. It doesn't look leveled enough for me. Like I said, if you guys have a certain way that you polish or you do your thing, you know, let me know. Because you may do a way that's way easier for me. Or it's way easier doing it and maybe I'm doing it crazy. I don't know. But like, I don't know. This is the way I've been doing it all my life. Like anything that I polish to my 3-piece wheels or anything, like, this is how I polish them. And I just take my time and I make sure that I go, anytime I do it, I go in the same direction. Like I'm not like swirling or anything, I just, same direction. You know, until you just start seeing it come up a little bit and you feel it get a lot smoother, that's how you know you're getting down on the aluminum. So like when you first start out, it's really like rough. But as you keep going, like moving up through the grits, you'll start to feel it get a lot smoother. And you'll start seeing the aluminum to shine a lot more. So, you know, just keep repeating the process. You do it again and again and again. And eventually you'll start seeing it come up. That's why a lot of people, they just take it to a professional to polish. But I mean, this is pretty small, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do it myself. Like I said, it's really tedious. You gotta keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I mean, something like this I kind of like to do because it's my project, and I want to, you know, have it the way I want to do it, and at least say that, hey, I did it. You know, no one did it for me. So while a lot of things with me, and like a lot of people from the car community that know me, they know that like I like to do a lot of shit myself. Or at least try to figure out the right way to do it. So like I said, you could kind of tell. I'm gonna bring it up here. Hold on, I'm gonna pause it.